What is up guys, and welcome to another Red Dead Online video. Today we are going through the new legendary bounty for this week, which is actually the OWLHOOT family. If you didn't know already, this is the first time that we've had to go and get 4 different members for the legendary bounty. Admittedly, we are only 3 in so far, but this is the first time seeing it. A bit about the OWLHOOT family: they are responsible for treacherous murders of many innocent travelers. A bounty has been placed on the senior members of the OWLHOOT family effective immediately. Currently operating out of Rio Bravo, this notorious gang of desperados is wanted for multiple counts of barbarism and murder around Benedict Pass. It is imperative and of the utmost urgency that these dangerous criminals be held to account for their misdeeds by October 7th, whether by capture or by death. Approach this group with extreme caution, and you may want to enlist the help of your fellow bounty hunters when attempting to capture multiple targets. So that is the OWLHOOT family, and I do also want to say that the trailer for this family as well is by far the best one so far. Now, the Wolfman last week was actually a really cool trailer, and also it was a very cool bounty, but I think this one just tops it a bit because there's 4 of them, so it's a bit more work to do. It lasts a bit longer. The mission itself, I think this is the most money you're able to go and get from going to do these types of missions. You're able to go and get $75 for this, and that was the first attempt. And the trailer itself is just absolutely brutal. So far out of the 3 different legendary bounties we've had, this has been my favorite. Leave it in the comments down below of which one has been your favorite so far. But anyway, with this one, I've already been asked the question of, because there's 4 different members to go and get, can you actually do it by yourself? And yes, you can still do this by yourself. The only difference is it's going to take a bit longer to go and do, and you have to go and do it one by one unless you have the bounty hunting wagon, which makes things a bit easier. Doing this part of a posse or getting other people involved definitely means that it's going to be a lot quicker, with there being 4 different targets, and if you were in a posse of 4, it means you can go and get a target each. That's then going to go and last a matter of minutes to then go and complete this legendary bounty. With me doing it by myself, it actually took about 20 minutes, but you got to bear in mind that this is weekly content, and for me, I actually kind of enjoy doing this type of stuff by myself, as well as it did last quite some time and I enjoyed every second of it. If you are looking to go and do this as a 4-star or a 5-star bounty, you must go and bring them back alive, but for the first 1 to 3 stars, you can go and kill them or go and bring them back alive. And you always have to remember, if you are going to go and do this and then go straight back into it again, every time you go and do that, it gets harder and harder. When going into this legendary bounty, you will be spawned down all the way near Armadillo, just below Armadillo, and you will be given 4 different locations. When I first went into this on my first attempt, I did feel like these 4 different locations was just there for me to go and search, and that the legendary bounties were only going to be at one of them, and I had to go and get them all in the exact same place. No, that is not the case. There are 4 different locations, and there is 1 bounty in each one of those locations, and it is your job to go and find it. It's actually not too hard to go and find. The second you go into these areas, pretty much you come across them straight away. But these locations are labeled A, B, C, and D, and you don't actually have to do them in any specific order, despite them being labeled alphabetically. With these yellow locations with letters on them as well, you will also see, if you go into your map, that area A is the smallest, and then gets slightly bigger with B, and then it slightly gets bigger again with C, and then finally you have D, which is the biggest out of all 4. I guess this is just there to increase the search area as you keep on going along between the 4 letters and trying to make it more and more difficult as you progress, but that doesn't really change too much because they are all fairly easy to go and find and all fairly easy to go and capture and go and bring back. As I said earlier, you can go and do this with a bounty hunting wagon, which means you can then go between all 4 locations and then go and complete this right towards the end. But if you are a low level and you haven't got the bounty hunting wagon yet, you can do this independently, and all you have to do is go to the first location, go and capture the person you need to capture, and they'll set you a set location where you have to go and take it to a bounty hunting wagon. You then go and do that, and then you go back to point B, where you'll do the exact same thing. You'll then go back to the bounty hunting wagon, go and drop it off, and then you'll go C, go and bring it back to the bounty hunting, and then finally you will go and do D. So if you haven't got your very own bounty hunting wagon, that is perfectly fine because you're not really put too much at a disadvantage. Yes, it's going to take a bit longer, but you can still go and do this, and you can still go and get good money, and you can still go and get very good XP from this. By completing this bounty at a 1-star and also going to get them all alive and bringing them back captured, should, I was able to go and get myself $75, and it took me around about 15 to 20 minutes. On top of that, I was able to go and get 750 XP for just doing this, which did not take too long to go and do. So this is 100% worth it. Hopefully this week I will have time to go and put this as a 5-star legendary bounty, which means I have to go through it another 4 times, and hopefully I will be able to go and complete that. But as of right now, this is my favorite legendary bounty so far. And as I asked earlier, out of the 3 that we've had so far, which one of these legendary bounties have been your favorite? But anyway guys, I hope you guys did enjoy. If you did enjoy, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. But for now, I'm going. So see ya.